Hi, my name is Kurt Swanson, and I'm a docent here at the California Auto Museum. And I'm standing next to one of our very interesting cars. This is the UC Davis Joule. The UC Davis Joule was designed and built by the students at UC Davis, and ultimately they donated the car to the museum, for which we are very grateful. This is a very special car. Now you might ask, why is it special? The answer may surprise you. It's special because it's a hybrid. Now today, hybrids are with us everywhere. You might even drive one. But even in the 1990s, hybrid technology was very much in its infancy. The electric motor drive capabilities were just emerging that would make a modern hybrid possible. And so in the middle 90s, a competition was devised in which 12 different universities were challenged to create a car with very lofty goals, including an 80 mile per gallon efficiency, and yet could carry a large number of people. The vehicle manufacturers stepped up and donated cars to the universities. So some universities got Dodge Intrepids, some got Chevrolet Luminas, and others, including UC Davis, got Ford Taurus cars. So the first thing the students at UC Davis did was they removed the unnecessary parts, at least in their minds: the bumper, some of the sheet metal, the engine, the transmission, the spare tire were all considered to be unneeded. So what did they do? They replaced them with what they considered to be ideal parts. We replaced the engine and transmission with an engine, small 3-cylinder Honda engine. We added an electric motor, which is right here, supplied by a company called Unique. And the transmission is a 5-speed transmission from a Honda Civic. The batteries, there's a battery over here that runs the rest of the vehicle. The batteries that run the hybrid part are actually in the back and were supplied by a company called Ovonics. They're nickel metal hydride technology. The vehicle uses what's called a parallel hybrid configuration, where the electric motor drives the wheels when you're going slowly and the gasoline engine kicks in when you go into a higher speed. The students in this competition were free to choose any topology they wanted, but the folks at Davis chose this parallel hybrid configuration. That's not really a surprise, because the professor who was in charge, a guy by the name of Andy Frank, is actually considered by many to be the father of the modern hybrid gasoline electric vehicle. In 1996, at the first half of the competition, Davis was a little bit behind, and so they garnered few awards at the first half of the competition. In 1997, however, at the completion of the competition, this car won most of the individual competitions and was resoundingly best car overall. It didn't make the 80 mile per gallon goal, but the highway mileage on it was 62.2 miles per gallon, which is pretty good for a full-size car. Remember, this is based on a Ford Taurus. The way they got up there, in addition to the hybrid technologies, was they lightened the car. The front and rear deck and a lot of other parts have had the steel components replaced with carbon fiber, which is much lighter. The car is also much more aerodynamic. It was shaped very carefully to be very slippery, right down to removing the outside rear view mirrors and replacing them with cameras with a little display inside the car. The culmination of The competition was an endurance run from Detroit to Washington, D.C., loaded with people. The ride was uneventful. So overall, the technologies that were embodied in this car went on to be used in many production cars that we take for granted today. So thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and come to the museum and see this and the many other cars that we have. Thank you very much.